Okay, so that's how I seed my MongoDB database with the instructor collection. And then I also want to do all of the instructor lists. So for instructor lists, an instructor list has a name that I want to write to the database, and it also has a list of instructor objects. Now, I don't really want to duplicate all of the instructor objects in the database because I have all of them in my instructors collection. So what I want to do here, instead of writing a list of objects in my document, what I want is a list of IDs. And then I can take each ID and use it to find the matching instructor. And there's a cute trick for doing that, which I maybe even should have used already, but I'm going to show you the trick here. So first thing I want to do is to write an instructor list. I want to write a name followed by, so the document's going to look like so. It's got a name property and an instructor's property. So let's go ahead and make a document list for all instructors. And let me think for just a second. So I need all instructors list and then a list of all the lists. So I'm going to do the all instructors list because it's basically all of these people. So I need a collection for courses. And let's go ahead and get it up here. So I'm getting my instructors and dropping it. I'm going to get my courses. Actually, I'm going to call it instructor lists. So we're going to drop those, and then instructor lists equals db.instructor lists. So now I know I'm starting with an empty collection. And then to add the list of all of them, it's going to look like this. So instructor lists dot insert one. And then this is going to be a dictionary with a name property, which I think I called all instructors. Yeah, all instructors. And then for the instructors property, I'm going to do a list comprehension that's going to do instructor dot, I want first name and last name for the key. So formatted string, instructor dot get first name, and then a space, and then instructor dot get last name. And then that's the end of the formatted string. And then I'm going to do that for each instructor in this list of instructors. So let's actually do this. All instructors is that list. And then I'm going to add all of those instructors to the collection. And I'm also going to use it in my list comprehension to make the list of keys. Okay, so this will return a list containing first name, space, last name for each instructor in my list. And then I'm passing that in as the value of the instructor's property of the collection. And when I read this back out, I'm going to have to convert these names into instructor objects. So to show the results, let me go ahead and do all instructors, all instructor list. All instructors list is equal to instructor lists dot find. And I'm just going to take the first one. So there's a find one command that will just take the first one that matches this query. Or I could actually, I'm going to do, I'll show you, let me show you how to write a query. So the simplest form of the query is you give it a dictionary and you specify what properties and values you want to match. So I'm going to be looking for an instructor list in this collection that has a name property where the value of the name property is all instructors. So that's going to find me one instructor list object or document from that collection, and then I can print it. Okay, so what I got back, since I didn't specify a key, it went ahead and created a new object ID, but the name is all instructors. And then this didn't actually work. So maybe all instructors was not doing the right thing. Let me put a breakpoint here and actually see what I have here. Okay, so my all instructors list, is a MongoDB cursor. Am I overwriting all instructors list here? Maybe. So let me go to the console here, and all instructors is a MongoDB cursor. So let's do list of that is empty list. So I'm overwriting my all instructors here. That's the problem. So here I do the right thing and I set my all instructors to be a list of all the instructors, but then almost immediately I overwrite that with what's actually in the database, except I haven't added anything to the database yet. So it goes away. Yeah. So actually this is finding all the instructors. That actually is not bad. I just need to, it should actually be finding all the instructors here. Let me step through this again. Okay, so here's my instructors. Actually, that's the collection. All instructors I don't have yet. So now I have all instructors. So they're all my instructors. And then I'm going to insert many. And now I should have results. So here's the inserted IDs. So I was saying before that inserted IDs is going to be a list of the IDs, and here you see it, and the order should match the order in all instructors. So it starts with Po Chen, ends with Mark Goodman. And then all instructors starts with Po Chen and ends with, well, Mark Goodman. Okay. So I could get the IDs from there, but so now all instructors should be all the instructors. And then if you convert it to a list the first time, it actually exhausts the cursor. So if I print this and go to the console, that shouldn't have done anything. But then now I'm looping over the cursor, and this is actually exhausting the cursor. So it's going to keep doing this until I run out of instructors. And now all instructors is empty. And so this list comprehension is not going to work because I already used up all the instructors in that cursor. So what I want to do to make this work is we're going to do the find here, and I'm going to convert that to a list here. And it's not a cursor at all. And so I don't have to worry about exhausting it. I can just loop over this list. Okay. And then I have another problem because these weren't objects. So these instructor things are dictionaries, not objects. And so I can't call get first name on that. I have to access the first name property in the dictionary. Should be double quoted. And then this will be instructor square bracket last name. Square bracket. And I'm doing something wrong here, but I'm not quite sure what. Oh, I have double quotes inside of double quotes. So I need to make that first quote, or single quote rather. All right. So now this should work. And it did. So here are all the instructors from the instructors collection. And then here is the all instructors collection or document from the instructor lists collection. And what I have under instructors is just the keys. So in order to make a real instructor list object, I have to convert these key values back into objects.